sorry we couldn't meet in person, but I think this is going to be spectacular. We're going to call this an intermediate flow, okay? Which is actually what we started with in our practice together. But it's going to be quite a bit different because we're working on different things. Your body is actually doing really, really well. So since it is, we're going to go for something a little more strengthening. At any point in this, I want you to be able to go into child's pose. We're going to start this flow in child's pose. It's going to be a 45-minute flow, the last 5 minutes of which will be set aside for a seated meditation. So let's get started. Begin in child's pose. In child's pose, you want your big toes to touch at the back of your mat and your knees as wide as the mat. Your hips, your butt cheeks hopefully reach your heels. If not, that's okay. You're going to begin here by taking big, deep breaths. Come up onto your fingertips.
Okay, there's 7 out there, 2.
Walk your fingers off the right side of your mat, but keep your hips where they're at. Walk your hands to the left side of your mat. Stretch the right side body. Come back center. Stretch out. Walk your fingertips forward as you bring your hips backwards. Rest your forehead on the mat. Come onto all fours. So at any point during this practice, if things get to be too much, take 3 breaths of a rest in child's pose. Inhale, cow your back. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Keep going. Exhale, cat. In cow, tuck your chin to raise your head. Cat. Your back. Come back to a neutral spine. And from here, hugging your Mula Bandha, your Kegel, your Uddiyana Bandha, your lower belly lock. From here, lift your right arm straight forward. Bring your shoulder blade back and down towards your hips. Lift your left leg and push it back. Reach in opposite directions. Breathe here. Make sure the pit of your left elbow is pointed towards the top of your head. See how I adjusted my hips? Because I could feel that my left hip was higher than my right. Is your left hip higher than your right? Maybe. Come out to the side with both your leg and your arm. Back center. Curl in with an exhale. And release out with an inhale. Curl in with an exhale. If you need to come onto your back toes for balance, I did. Do that. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale out to the side again. Inhale, come back center. And neutral spine. Bring your hand and your knee back to where they were. Engage those bandhas. Again, begin there. If ever your attention starts to go to your shoulders, bring it back to your bandhas. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, reach back with your leg. And hold here. Same adjustments. Shoulder blade back towards your hips. Right hip goes down rather than up. See? Shoulders away from your ears. Open up to the sides. Come back center. Inhale. Exhale, curl in. Cat your back to do so. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl in. Oh shit, I forgot to start my timer. I'll have to adjust it a little bit. Hold here. Doing great. Open up to the side. Doing great. Tuck your chin to find length in your cervical spine. Come back center. Inhale. And exhale. Bring everything down. Now we're going to stretch your feet. But beginning with your feet, spread your toes wide. Bring your big toes together. Bring your heels together. Knees together. And then sit back onto your heels. It's a very different stretch. Maybe you grab your pinky toes and spread them out. But I want your feet spread out as far as they can. Find a straight spine here. Tuck your chin to lengthen your cervical spine. Hands on your thighs here. And take a few big deep breaths. You'll feel a burn in your feet. You're not going to kill yourself. Here's where I like to set my intention for my day, maybe my daily thing that I'm working on, or my to-dos, or my habits that I'm trying to change. Any sort of energy that you're trying to bring into your day. This is the point to bring it into the center of your being. One more big inhale. Exhale, rock forward. Slap the tops of your feet out a little bit. All right, walk your hands out to the top of your mat. Curl your toes under and kick into your first downward dog of the day. Pedal out your feet a little bit, which is okay to do, but you see how a lot of my weight is going into my hands. So what that tells me is that I'm not holding in my bandhas. So I did that. Well, that takes the weight out. Hug my ribs in, that helps also. But then turn your elbows to where the pits of your elbows are facing towards the top of the mat, just like you did in downward or cat-cow poses. Okay, so hold here and breathe. When you do bicycle your feet at all, bend the other one while you straighten the other one. Do not sacrifice the bandhas or your shoulders being away from your ears. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, walk slowly to the top of your mat. Feet hips width distance apart. Inhale, half lift. And hold here. Now, turn your thighs towards each other in this way. Kind of open your butt. From there, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Hug your ribs in and find a straight back. You can be anywhere on your shins here. Just don't press hard into your knees. The point is, tuck your chin, find that flat back. active by pressing into your shins and activating your legs. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Ragdoll here, grab opposite elbows. Sway from side to side. Come back center. One vertebrae at a time. Slowly come up. Shoulder blades up, back, and down. Inhale. Bring your toes together, mountain pose. Exhale, reach your right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, reach back and forward. Inhale, mountain. Lean back, goal post your arms. Inhale, mountain. And fold. Inhale, half lift. Chaturanga, plant your hands, jump or step back, forward, down, 90 degrees, up dog, tuck your chin, and down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels, exhale, jump. You're going to speed it up a little bit. Inhale, half lift, and fold. Mountain pose, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Keep conscious of your movements. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Conscious of all the little adjustments. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold from your hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Back, forward, down, up on an inhale, and down on an exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, jump or step. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips. Half lift. Chaturanga. Plant your hands, jump forward, down, up. And back on an exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower them. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower them. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Bring it through to crescent warrior. Up on your back toes. Sink your hips. Straighten that back leg. Bring your hips square to the top of your mat. You can use your hands on your hips to notice where you're at. Your right knee should be on track with your middle toe. So make sure it is. My tummy is kind of sticking out a little bit. So I'm going to hold in my bandhas. And then from there I'm going to reach up. Sit a little lower. There's a baby upstairs banging on some musical instruments. Maybe you hear it, maybe you don't. Straighten your back leg. Inhale, hands at your heart center. Exhale, twist to your right. If you don't get your elbow on the outside of your knee, it's okay. Then just stay up. Even if you do, don't use it as an excuse to let yourself rest. Press into your hands to open your chest. Inhale. Look at your foot. Exhale, plant your hands. Bring your right foot back. Hold plank. Tuck your tailbone slightly to find more length in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, kick up and a down dog. Lift your left heel to the sky. Exhale, bring it all the way through to crescent warrior. Inhale up. Exhale. Figure out where your hips are. Get comfy, because we're going to speed all this up pretty soon. Tuck your tailbone. Find a little more lengthening your spine. Head of your head, tracking to the top of whatever's above you. Maybe you're inside, maybe you're outside. From there, reach up, dip your hips, strengthen your back leg. Hands at heart center, twist to your left. Open your shoulders here. Make sure that your knee is still tracking with the center toe there. And then open up your chest here, pressing hard into your hands to get that lengthening. Inhale, look down at your right foot, plant your hands and kick back into plank pose. And hold here. Now we're going to get a little movement, a little different kind of movement, okay? We're going to go to mountain climbers. Slowing it down, you're bringing your right knee to your right elbow, and then kicking it back. Any shaking is normal. Left knee, left elbow, and then back. Right, back, left, back. Tuck your tailbone. Right, back, left, back. Shoulder blades towards your spine, and back down towards your hips. Speed it up. 2, 1, 2, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 10 more. 1, 2, left, 3, left, 4, left, 5, left, 6, left. If you need a child's pose, it's okay. 8, left, 9, left, 10, left, and child's pose. A few deep breaths here. Come back up, kick in a downward facing dog. With an exhale, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, jumper step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Right heel to the sky. Crescent warrior. Come all the way up. Right arm back, left arm forward. Same twist, just not pressing your hands together. Crescent warrior. And flow down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel to the sky. Crescent warrior. Inhale, come up. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, crescent. And flow through. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, jumper step. Half lift. And fold. Mountain pose. And fold, hinge at your hips. Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Right heel to the sky. Crescent warrior. Inhale up. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale up, you're doing great. And flow through. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Left heel to the sky. And forward. Crescent warrior. Come up. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale up. And plant your hands, flow through. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Lower them. Oh, faked you out. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Chair pose. Sit deep in your hips. You want to be able to see your big toes here. So I had my knees forward to bring them back. And then sit back down. Raise your arms high. Hands at heart center and twist to your left. You don't want your heart lower than your hips. So if you need to lower your hips, do that. Make sure that your knees are square to the top of your mat. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist. You're doing great. Shakes and shivers, heavy breathing are all okay. You're safe. These are all good things. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Ooh. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands out to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog. Right heel up. And exhale, warrior one. Inhale up. Warrior two. Reverse. Reach up with your right hand and hold here. You want your right hand back behind your right hip if you can. Use it, press in there to kind of open your chest. And raise your right hand up. Dip lower in your hips. Make sure your bandhas are engaged. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left heel to the sky. And warrior one. Inhale up. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Sit low. Again, use your right hand to press and open your chest. Reach up. If you need to let go of a big breath, do it. You've got a lot of heat in you. I sure do. Inhale. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come into plank. Hold here. Lift your right heel. Just a couple inches off the mat. And lower it. Lift your left heel. And lower it. Down dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Chair. Sit low. Ooh, my toes aren't touching. Make sure your toes are touching. Your heels are an inch apart. Reach up and fold. Inhale, half lift. Walk your hands out, all the way out. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Lift your right heel to the sky. Warrior one. Up. Warrior two. Back. Reach up. And chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Left heel to the sky. And all the way through. Warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. You're doing great, buddy. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Take a few deep breaths here. 1, 2, a few with at least 3. 3. Lift your heels. And jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. And fold. So, we're going to do some balancing postures. And it's okay if you don't make it. The key here is to keep coming back into it. Slowly roll your spine up. And to be kind to yourself every time you fall out. And it's okay to fall out. So, we're going to begin with our hands at our hips. Shift your weight into your left heel. Come up onto your right toes. Find a fixed point above your heart to keep your eyes on. If that doesn't work, go below your heart if you feel that you need more grounding. Lift your knee. to be at a 90-degree angle from your body. And just hold here. Begin with your bandhas. Mula bandha, uddiyana bandha. Hug your ribs in. Keep your hands where they're at. Anytime you fall out, come back in. With your left hand, grab the outside of your right knee. Use your hip to twist to your right. But keeping all of those core muscles engaged. Yeah, and then if you feel crazy, look back behind your right shoulder. I'm shaky too. It's part of balancing. Balancing is not perfection. Balancing is all the stuff that we do. Dipping from one side to the other. You know what I mean? Come back center. Keep your knee up. Then straighten your leg as best you can. Keeping your knee and your foot off the ground. Lean forward. Hands down. You can bend your front leg as much as you need. Or straighten it. But kick your right heel to the sky. This is called forward splits. Standing splits. This is called standing splits. Heel to the sky. Inhale. And release it to the ground. Yeah, give them a little bit of shapes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. And we're going to do the other side. Hands at heart center. Hands at your hips. Shift your weight into your right foot. Come up onto the toes in your left. And then bring your knee up. 90-degree angle. Again, find that fixed point and stick with it. Big deep breaths. Right hand comes to the outside, if you can, of your left leg here. Use your hand on your hip. Maybe bring it back to your low back to twist to the left. If you feel crazy and you feel confident, and 2 days of doing this in a row has gotten you to a point where you feel like you can bring your gaze over your left shoulder, do it. And if not, and you stay here, or you stay here, woo, then wonderful, that's where you stay. But bring love into every muscle that starts shaking instead of judgment. Love and maybe a bit of understanding, huh? Come back center. Remember, straighten that front leg, but keep your hips and your torso where they're at. Inhale, reach a little higher. And kick back, fold. Place your hands on the ground to stretch. Lift that left heel to the sky. And release. Ragdoll here. Yeah. Bend your knees a little, bend them a lot. Step your feet to the outsides of your mat, pointing to about 10 o'clock and 2, okay? Like grinding. From there, you're going to squat down, okay? Now your elbows are on the insides of your thighs here. Your hands are placed together. What you're doing is pushing your knees as far out as they can go. Your hips can be here, they can be here. Get them as low as you can. This is a big stretch. But straighten your back. Do that same motion where you kind of open your butt when you're in forward fold. Yeah, you feel how that changes it? Exhale, release. Land on your butt and roll onto your back. Roll up and down a couple of times on your spine. Ooh. Maybe you've gone into your lumpy yard and you're getting extra massage on one side or another. Don't let it scare you. You're not going to injure yourself. We've got brilliant bodies. And stretch all the way out. But keep your knees bent. Now, you see how my low spine was hanging up a little bit? That's kind of my natural position. Maybe, I know that you do it too a little bit. So you're going to tuck your tailbone to plug your low spine into the ground here. You engage these lower dudes to hold on to it. Okay, now you're going to grab the back edge of your legs, your thighs, to bring your chest up. You're going to hold here with your arms, and you're going to raise one leg. Hold that there. And then you're going to raise both. And that just made me real shaky. Maybe you're real shaky too. That's okay. Lower your heels. Keep that low spine plugged into the ground. Inhale. And a full body stretch. Grab your thumbs. Wrap them to reach your hands. And reach your toes. Plug your low back into your spine again. Bring your knees to tabletop position here, right? It's tabletop, but you're upside down, you're a dead bug. You know what I mean? Keep your knees where they're at. Bring your hands behind your head. And we're going to start with bicycles, okay? We're going to do 50 bicycles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never bring your knees past your hips. 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm already tired. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Halfway. Bring your lumbar spine into the ground. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Lots of work. 41. I couldn't even say it. 43, 44, 45, 46. Almost there. Oh, 48, 49, 50. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, that was a lot of work. Now, I want you to come into happy baby, okay? Because that baby upstairs is not so happy. Grab the outside edge of your feet here. You're going to kick. But here you see how my butt wanted to come up? Plug your butt in to the ground. And from there, you're going to lay your head back. You can pull your knees towards your armpits and kick your feet out as far as they'll go. Remember, none of these poses are about getting to a particular place. It's about moving your body enough, being present enough in that moment to be able to move through the transitions between poses with more grace than you did the last time. That's all. Keep kicking and rocking. If your butt comes up like mine just did, just put it back down. And reach your feet up. This is called legs up the wall. And this is probably a little bit of work. It's work for me too. Keep your lumbar spine plugged into the ground. You can either hold here, or reach and lower. Reach, lower, and reach. 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 I'm just looking at my clock to make sure that we get everything in that we want to. Lower, lower, and up. And hug your knees into your chest. And we'll take a full body stretch. Feet out as wide as the mat. Just starfish, you know what I mean? Just arms up and wide, and your legs out and wide. Feel how big and beautiful that your body is, how much space that you can take up. Isn't that great? I feel pretty expansive. I hope you do. Reach your left arm high, your right arm to the side. Tilt your chin and your head to your right shoulder. Come back center, reach everything up. Right arm right next to the left, and then bring your left down, and your chin and your head still vertical and facing the sky. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. You're doing great, buddy. Remember how loved you are, and how much you deserve to give yourself that same love that you get. Because you do. Inhale back center. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll back. Roll back. Roll up. And roll down. And roll up. Into a seated position. Find a comfortable place. Remember, whichever foot landed forward, switch it. That's how to include yoga in your day. Apart from just the movements, the asanas, the poses. How to include this in your everyday is by taking a movement that you would normally do and switching it. Just switch it. Oh, I would normally do that with my left hand. Oh, I would normally do that with my right. Just change it up. From here, begin meditation. And remember, just simple mindfulness. Just focus on your breath. Any thought, any idea that comes into your mind, let it go. Just like a slippery fish. That's it, my friend. I love you. I miss you. Find some way to bring this into your day. I'll see you soon, buddy.